Alright, so welcome back. Hoping you guys having a fabulous day here today. As you all know, currently we got the official now, not leaked anymore, official skill kit or whatever for Jackal. Today I wanted to talk about it before she does go in release and give you a quick should you summon if it is worth it. Mainly, this is a more like why you should skip it right now. It's just because we just went through a main banner that probably nuked you, okay? And if you didn't summon for this, then you're in a good area. But most likely you did summon for this. Again, the thing is we're all in different areas to where we can use our pity differently, right? Some people were forced to use their pity on Modernia. Some people weren't, right? So if you're on a low pity, you might just say, screw it, I'll put in some summons and see if I get her. Overall, I think Jackal is a pretty decent character. It depends tomorrow. She can actually be very good. It just depends on how she exactly works. So we know basically how it works, but I would like to do some testing before I even say anything, because again, you know, some characters were crap on paper and released to be really good, and some characters that recently in this new buff nerf thing also can be very, very good, but after testing, that will give us the concrete and confirmed answer. With that being said, let's jump into it. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, helps out a ton. Let's go check it out. So also we had like the motion demonstration over here, which is pretty cool. It is for Jackal. Again, she's a rocket launcher user. She's also, what the hell is that? Damn, okay. Well then, she's a burst skill 1, by the way, which is pretty cool. So recently we've had a lot of burst 3s, basically, and now we have a burst 1, which is like different. So again, she's going to be competing for that burst 1 area, which depends on who you run for burst 1. So remember that you have competition now, that if your burst 1 is somebody who's better than per se her, then you decide who you run and how that's going to work out. But who's burst 1 that's like important? Litter. Who else? There's a few others, but I think. But yeah, for that, overall, pretty cool, super simple. Her, her animations are really cool. If you like the character, stone regardless. Everything I share with you here today doesn't matter. It's a waifu game. You're playing a waifu game. Enjoy with whatever character you like. It depends if you're into Jackal. Have fun. But yeah, next up we have her her actual skills and all that kind of broken down here. So Jackal, exotic type, defender, rocket launcher is her weapon, the burst skill is 1, and then iron is the code. For it, happy Jackal skill 1, which is the passive, activates when attacked 10 times, affects 1 enemy units with the highest HP, damage taken goes up for 10%, and then the attack goes down 9.09% for 10 seconds. We have Jumpin' Jackal Flash, okay. Activates when entering battle, affects self and 2 allied units with the highest attack. Shares damage taken for 120 seconds. Defense goes up for 8.27% for 120 seconds. We have Crazy Jackal. The cooldown time is 20 seconds. Affects all allies. Burst skill damage to a single enemy, 38.91% for 15 seconds. Yeah, so then defense is 1469 for 10 seconds. It goes up by that. But yeah, that's basically the character, right? On, I think, paper for Viper. So what I know about Viper, I think she isn't the best. If you like Viper more, realize that I don't know about her kit too much. Okay, so I do not want to provide wrong information, but I think that what I read when I initially saw it, I said Jackal has more potential. For Viper, it's just like, it's eh. Some things were like wrong with it, were just not kind of useful. But if we were to go off Jackal and what I will say here, and what also has everyone's been saying to me, like, oh, this is a great character, for PvP side of things, she can definitely have a lot of potential use case there, and that's might be where like she actually shines the most. So keep that in mind if you're a PvP player, that some characters will release to be that, okay? If you look at it, some characters we currently have in the game are terrible PvE side, but oh, in PvP they're really good. So it really depends on what type of structure of the game you play. So if you want this character, she could be PvP meta. Really, we don't know until we do some actual testing and see how the burst skill activates, how this activates, how that activates. That is like the main focus and main point of it. And then again, there's also this to mention, there was also her right after, which when I say right after, I genuinely mean right after. You will have another banner, which will be Viper. If you care for Viper more, realize just to go for that. It depends on who you like. Just realize if you do jump in for Jackal and Viper does release, again, I don't think her skills were that great from what were leaked. She's not like, I don't know. I don't want to give wrong information. I don't want to say it incorrectly. From what I read, I was like, eh. She wasn't like meta-defining, broken, insane. She was just meh, right? So that's all I got to say on it. Again, don't bash me if I'm wrong. Let me know. But overall, I would lean on, again, her being the better character. Still, I like her design more, but still, you know, who can complain on that? But with it, that's the entire event for The Outsiders 2. Realize that this banner will come first. This will come 1 week after. And they both will be added to Ordinary Recruit. So if you would like to save for Ordinary Recruit, go and have fun there. That is always going to be an option with these banners, unless it is a limited character, which these two are not. For example, Valentine's Day, when that drops his character, the summertime, if they do Christmas again next year, if they do like a holiday in between, so many things they can do. But whenever they do those type of banners and they say it's a special limited, they will not be on Ordinary Recruit. Now again, the reason that I say this might be a skip, and this is like the main reason I wanted to make this video, remember, you're currently probably recovering from Modernia. You might be. If you skip Modernia and you like Jackal more, go for Jackal. I'm not stopping you. I'm just saying it might be a skip for the reason that you just went in heavy into a banner and potentially didn't get it, or did get it. Remember, your pity is still something you should be saving for like super meta-defining characters. Let's say I make a video after the character releases, after testing the character if I do get her. Then I'll let you know that, yeah, maybe this is a good character to pull for. And then if people also come to the conclusion, yeah, it's a great character, you should go and jump in for her, and try it out, see how it goes, then you definitely can. So it depends on all of that. That is the main thing to go off of. But again, with right now being we just got Modernia, you probably got destroyed, whatever, your summons are low. Soon up and coming, there's going to be a Valentine's event, which you might care for. I don't know about that, you know, maybe I'm lying, you know, wink wink, you know, cough cough. Something is coming soon for that. So there are some really cool banners, and there are like 2 that we know of that are going to be pretty good. It just depends on when they drop. Off of leaks, we know what's coming soon, but still, there are things to save for in the future. Still, she's a good character. I don't think she's that bad. People are saying that she's like terrible and like garbage. She could be good. Depends on how she actually plays. She could be good for PvP and some other content, but I don't know if she's like meta defining. Like Modernia was great on paper for me, and then when I actually tested her, she was great. She was 10 out of 10, and she really did carry me through a lot of content. So I was super happy I invested in the character, and it worked out. It worked out in the end. I got through some content. It was a nice exchange. I was happy with my summons, even though I went to pity and suffered miserably and cried for 10 days after. Still fine, right? So that's the main point. That's why you might want to look away from the banner, just because you went through all of that. Wait for like a meta-defining character. And the main point, constantly, right? These characters will be added to the main banner. So after like a very long time, you can then go and summon on that main banner. After you know, go and save some tickets, do all of that, then go in. You potentially get Jackal, and she like see how she actually is. She will be added right after her banner ends, so just wait till then. Also, the other character too, Viper, will be added. So it depends on how you want to handle it. There are banners that are going to keep releasing back to back, so you really can't summon for everyone unless you're a whale. Then why are you watching this video? Just go have fun. But yeah, overall, she's not bad. Her passive and stuff like that does seem pretty cool. She has a lot of play in some areas, and she has a lot of like utility for a lot of things. So I will say that there is, again, potential with this character. Just depends after testing and seeing how she actually handles, how everything activates and how that works out. But I think that, yeah, she's not that bad. People are saying like she's terrible. Don't think so. It's just that maybe it's not worth a summon right now after Modernia just dropped, and there are better things in the future to look forward to. Seasonal type things that you might want to actually pull for, because you might not get them for another year. So there is cool stuff like that. And I'm not going to say it, but there might be a collab soon, because they did say the halfway point of the game, which again, or the, you know, half anniversary of the game, which is around the corner. It's already been almost 3 months of the game releasing, which is pretty shocking, but remember, we're approaching that time too, so you might see that around the corner. So there are things to look forward to, but fully up to you. I'm just saying this out loud. It could be wrong. You decide if the character looks meta to you, because these don't look that bad. It's fully up to you. With that being said, go take care of everything. Go have fun. Maintenance, I think, starts in a little bit too. I don't even know. The time zone thing, I have to like get this like properly in my head, and I'll just gonna make like a calculator and a timer. I'll try and link that down below in my next video. It's gonna be like a time thing. It'll be like, it'll grab whatever time you're at right now, and then just tell you how many hours till it actually drops. That's all it does, right? It's one of those clocks online. So I'll get that so I can actually find out when these updates happen, because they happen for when they like show the timing. It's so weird, right? And I have to like convert it. So I'll get that done and also have that so I know when it is. But yeah, that's really it. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a stay safe. That's been it from me. I think that, again, Jackal is not that bad. It's just, it's up to you if you need her. It's just right now we're in a bad time where you just summoned from Modernia and you probably got folded. Hopefully you didn't.